Ripple definitely, since this lawsuit started, the last 2 years, we have grown gangbusters. We've signed, I think it publicly said, hundreds of customers outside the United States. Yeah. So it has affected our business domestically, and the U.S. is still the largest economy in the world, and so I clearly care about that. But I also, the problem we're solving is a global, one of the primary things we focus on is this cross-border transactions, payments. And so, most people outside the United States don't really care that the SEC is suing us. I'll tell you a very quick, funny story. I'll keep it short. I was in the Middle East last fall, and we were meeting with customers. I have one of the Ripple team members who's based there. It's really early in the morning. My time zones are all screwed up. We're meeting the CEO of a payments company. And but the employee from Team Ripple says, well, why don't you give an update on what's going on at Ripple? And I start talking about the SEC. And after the meeting, he very delicately says to me, no one gives a shit. And his point was, if you're not in the United States, the governments in Abu Dhabi, governments in Switzerland, Singapore, UK, Japan, they provided the clarity.
Welcome back to another video. I wanted to start with that clip of Brad Garlinghouse. Savage. People do not care about this lawsuit outside the USA. Keep in mind some of the biggest corridors for Ripple and XRP are outside of the USA, in Asia, in emerging markets. In this past year, when the lawsuit FUD has been at all-time highs, Ripple hired the most new employees it has ever hired. The on-demand liquidity product volume grew by 800%. Triple-digit percentage growth. So if you thought this lawsuit was harming Ripple, why are they hiring 35% of their labor force? And why is their key #1 product, on-demand liquidity, growing in volume during a year when regulatory uncertainty is higher than ever? 800%. People don't care about this lawsuit. The SEC and the USA are just one entity. If you guys use Twitter, give me a follow on Twitter. Links in the video description below. In every video I give away $10 in XRP. Winner is in the video description below from last video. Like the video to enter the giveaway, subscribe with notifications on, and comment anything in the YouTube comments below. So why is the Bitcoin price up today? You see Bitcoin is at 22,000, and I was saying the key level for Bitcoin was 21K. So since Bitcoin is at 22.4K, it looks like in the short term, keyword short term, we're going to see some more upward bullish momentum. But why is Bitcoin up today? It's important to know what's going on with Bitcoin because it steers the car for the rest of the crypto market. A primary catalyst for the rally appears to be the positive CPI report, right? Good inflation numbers. The drop in inflation was the largest since April of 2020. Now we know this is not true, guys. The technical numbers might tell you this is the largest inflation drop since April of 2020. But if you've been following my videos, you know that they're lying to you about the inflation numbers. The CPI, you know what that stands for? The Consumer Price Index. It's a basket of a bunch of different goods, and they take the price fluctuations of all of these different types of goods. That determines inflation. Did you know, and look this up, it's official, the CPI was redefined. They changed which goods in this basket weighed more than others. For example, gasoline, oil, which saw massive inflation the past 2 years. They lowered the weight on oil so that the inflation from oil would not affect the CPI as much. My bottom line to tell you this without getting into all the details is they are manipulating these numbers, but the positive BS inflation numbers from this week have got us into a little bit of a little bull market. And XRP at the time of making this video is also at about 41 cents. So XRP is reacting as well, but this is just pennies right now, 41 cents. When we're thinking long-term XRP, we're thinking in the double-digit $10 to $20 range. In a tweet here from Library. Also, if you guys use Telegram, join my Telegram group. Links in the video description below. People are in there talking right now. Hello, YouTube. In the future, this will cost money, but it's free right now, so join the Telegram while it's free. If you haven't already, go Will Smith that like button, smash that like button. Library, the people that had a lawsuit very similar to Ripple, said people in cryptocurrency need to stop claiming that Gary Gensler doesn't protect investors when he's done a tremendous job serving the people who have invested in him. I thought this was just kind of a comical poke at Gary Gensler. People say he doesn't care about investors, but he's taking very good care of the people that lobbied and invested in his own personal brand. A few great bombshells from this guy on Twitter. XRP mentioned as a stablecoin by the World Bank and International Bank. In this document, Central Bank Digital Currencies from November 2021, titled A Review of Current Experiments and Ideas from the World Bank. Okay? And they describe XRP as a stable coin for cross-border payments. Whether XRP is a stable coin. If you look at the price action the past 2 years, guys, not to poke fun at XRP, but it's kind of acted as a stable coin of sorts. There's been bullish news for Ripple, bullish news for the whole crypto market, right? Bitcoin went to 69K. Where did XRP go? Nowhere near all-time highs. So it already has properties of not following the rest of the crypto market, kind of being its own independent price seeker. But what I can tell you for sure is that XRP is not a security. Whether it's a commodity, whether it's a stable coin, we'll need regulation to determine that. I can promise you it is not a security. If XRP was so clearly a security, FinCEN and the Department of Justice would not call it a currency. Global governments would not call it a currency. Top banks and institutions like MIT would not call it a currency. Judge Netburn would have not said its utility distinguished it from Bitcoin and ETH. If XRP was so clearly a security, 3 former SEC officials wouldn't have spoken out against the case. The case would have been brought much sooner. If XRP was so clearly a security, Jed McCaleb would have restricted from selling his XRP, and Ripple would have not been encouraged by the very SEC that's suing them to sell more XRP to fund their legal defense. If XRP was so clearly a security, 13 plus amicus briefs, 13 plus independent organizations outside of the lawsuit would not have joined the Ripple versus SEC case. If XRP was so clearly a security, the SEC would have stopped its employees from trading it prior to 2018 and would have issued a no-action letter to Ripple or sought an injunction against them. If XRP was a security, the SEC would have not been confused about its status right up to 2020. XRP is clearly not a security. A very good Twitter thread from Ashley Prosper, just putting out all the inconsistencies in this lawsuit. If you guys made it to the end of the video, let me know what you thought about the contents in the video and comment the SEC below. If you comment the SEC below, I know you made it to the final part of the video, and I do appreciate that. Subscribe if you're new. Many more videos coming. God bless you guys. Until next time.